What's up guys, it's Cole and I want to talk about raid burnout. This is a topic that I have actually been kind of bombarded, tidal waved, overwhelmed by from kind of all channels in my life because I am friends with people from all over the place. Like I made a video a few weeks ago saying this channel and doing YouTube is worth it for me, and it's not about the money because heaven knows I don't get paid much at all. Although saving up for a down payment, every dollar counts, so let me watch my words. But more than anything, it's the social connections, and I am firing on all cylinders from all angles that people are burning out. Even from mid-core people to hardcore to people who are literally being paid money, like some of your top end streamers who I am actually good friends with. As someone in the content creator community, a lot of us are super duper tight knit, and so like we've been sending Discord images of sometimes very sus material. like a lot of us are vibing, and so even these people who are making way more money, who are actually able to pay their bills and stuff and do like crazy super awesome things based on the content they make, even they are burnt out. Although a lot of them are afraid of that because they know that there's going to be a backlash from that, and so they're just like, I don't want to even talk about this on my channel because I know that it's going to be a little risque. It's kind of also the reason why you don't really see many people who want to react to my videos because I've just been honest with them and I'm just like, yo, I am depressed. I have lost so many family members. I'm going through like moves. I'm going through like buying a house. I'm going through like the works. Please just let me sit in my own little happy space in my own little lane, even though I love you, bro. I can't have you react to my video, please. But man, burnout has been such a point of contention lately. Content cadence seems to be the biggest point of contention with this. This expansion launched with the amazing Asphodelos raid. I absolutely loved that. Like the end boss was just iconic, and then the weapons, oh my god. Those Asphodelos like new lists are so pretty. The sage weapons, I love them. I started collecting those weapons just because they're like sleek, minimalist, yet super like lightsabery design. It really appealed to me, so I started just collecting those weapons for the hell of it during the tier. But then we got DSR, which was undeniably the hardest ultimate we ever had added to the game at that time, which absolutely grinded so many people into pace. There are a massive amount of groups that just didn't make it. We'll put it that way. That's the simplest way to put it. Even some of my friends that are content creators got caught in groups that, oh man, oh man. Oh man, oh man. Not good. Bad day. Bad day. But then DSR led into the current Savage tier that we have for about a little over a month until the next one, which is going to be Abyssos, which is an amazing raid. I loved how it really did like the healer numbers. Like a healer has to be very much involved now. I think that it's very brilliantly designed. I have so many compliments for this raid tier. High concept, what an interesting mechanic. Genuinely an interesting mechanic. And then that led to the latest ultimate called the Omega Protocol or Top, which is undeniably, flat out, bar none, the hardest ultimate we have ever seen in this game. Probably the hardest content we ever will see, because like me and many friends have talked about in private Discord calls and talks, it was too hard. It was too hard to the level where a lot of people are thinking, hey, even though you don't like programs like particular Nintendo game's name, which I still think is an awful program, they made the argument to me in private calls, just being like, hey, this Phase 5 kind of is so hard that it's really kind of preachy for you to even say that, Cole, which I'm very open to criticism. I'm like, maybe it is, because I can tell you, I don't think I will ever be able to do Phase 5 of Top. I don't care. People are just like, oh, Cole has an ego. No. Man, no. But my point is, this undeniably was the hardest ultimate. And so people are being burnt out, if not completely smashed into the ground already. Done. Like, just totally done with raiding. And then we have a brand new Savage tier coming out in a little over a month from now. Of course, we don't know what the mechanics are going to be like or anything like that, but we know that that's just another thing that people are going to do world first race and everything for. And I know a lot of people who genuinely are dreading it, and they are literally telling me, oh goodness, I really don't want to do this, but I need to so that I can make sure that I create the content. Oh my god, I don't want to do this. But do you want to know the funny thing is there's one portion of the community that I talk to that seems completely unaffected, which is going to be the casual raider. The raider that goes in, they might just do it like 4 hours a week, like 2 days, 2 hours per day or something like that. And they're just tackling the content and they're like, yay, we cleared the tier. Hallelujah, this is great. I love this. Like, way to go, what an achievement. And like genuinely it is, they should be happy about that, like that's awesome. And they're the only people who I'm not hearing from being burnt out. And then if people are talking about me personally, I'm in my own happy little Epic of Alexander corner where I'm doing T for the first time, which I regret not doing earlier because I am loving this fight. This fight is like dreamy. This is like the dream. I love T so much. You will not see me enter DSR. You will not. Unless I really get pulled by some of my friends, which I don't want to be pulled because frankly I don't want to be in the limelight whatsoever. And I've made this more than clear. I'm like, if we do a group, you're not streaming. And then they're just like, oh, well, that's kind of a bummer. And I'm like, I don't want to be there. Let me be in my own lane, happy, flourishing, and happy, and yeah, peace. I don't want to get flamed by their audiences, honestly. I'd probably get flamed. But unless I get pulled, there's no way that you will see me do DSR, there's no way you'll see me do top. I'm saying that outright on my channel. Again, no ego, I'm just telling you straight up. Like, this is just a straight up video, just flat out telling you my feelings. No DSR, no top, because I really feel like if I went at those fights and earnestly demanded myself to clear, I think that I would burn out. Phase 5 of top alone is too much for me. I don't think I could ever do it. Or rather, I could, but at what cost? How much would I resent Final Fantasy XIV if I did? And I don't want to get to that level with the game. Like right now, I am in T. The Epic of Alexander has been an absolute glorious, amazing time. I love this. Don't take away my joy of the game. No, I would rather skip content and continue to love Final Fantasy XIV than to force myself to do content for someone's approval online. I don't need their approval. Even though they've convinced themselves that I do, which is weird. I'm gonna be really blunt here, which I'm gonna kind of apologize for. I love Final Fantasy XIV. I hope that's obvious. I've made a freaking YouTube channel on this game because I love it so much. Frankly, if you are burnt out or if you are not enjoying the game, you really, and this comes from no place of malice, this comes from a genuine place of care about you enjoying yourself, you should quit. You should take a break or put it to the shelf, because if you just push yourself to keep going, you're going to be building up resentment. You're going to be building up hatred. You are going to not want to play the game. And this next part is going to be brutal. This next part is going to be really brutal, but I have played a lot of different games, and this is one of the most true things that you're going to be hearing. Do you personally give a single flying F word if someone has a super ultra rare premium legendary item in, say, Elder Scrolls Online? Probably not. How about Guild Wars 2? Probably not. What about World of Warcraft? Probably not. Like, when I say that I was a diamond luggage main in League of Legends, most people are like, what does that even mean? What about that I hit diamond consistently for years and years and years in Overwatch, which is a true statement. As a solo queue support, I did it. Meh. Frankly, no one cares. Like, that's just the way life is. No one cares about that. So keeping that in mind, why would you ever put yourself through a slog, something you don't want to do, that's obviously tearing you and your love for a game that you're enjoying down, that will make you quit the game? No way! I cannot, with a good conscience, recommend anyone to do that. I'd have to recommend anyone to put down a video game if they weren't enjoying it, because if you get to the point where you are so burnt out from the game that, yeah, sure, okay, you have every single totem from top, but if you get to that point where you are truly, genuinely resenting the game, where you don't want to log in, where even the thought of another cat girl makes you want to projectile vomit, I'm kind of there, but for different reasons. I'm on Twitter, and so I've unfortunately seen quite a lot. I think that the litter box ERP, I think that did it. I'm just joking, but I'm also kind of serious at the same time. But if you hit that point, I think that all cards are off the table. I think that the game is done. It's just like, who cares how many totems you have if you're not actively playing the game? You like, at that point, are you doing it to prove to someone else how good it is or how good you are? In which case, F them. Like there's no nicer way to put it. Like, maybe you just shouldn't care about their opinion. Nah, F them. If someone's gonna say blah blah blah's not skilled enough at a video game, I don't know how else to say it other than I think they need to touch beach sand. Like, damn, bro, it's a video game, calm down. Like, and especially like if you've already earned a totem, it's just like, I don't think you need more as a validation stat. So if you're burnt out, shelf it, take a break, revitalize, rejuvenate, refresh yourself, and come back stronger. Maybe even take off 6.4 and come back in 6.5. Maybe come back in 7.0. I have friends that are doing just that. Don't burn yourself out.